Sniping has always been one of my favorite things to do in COD Mobile since release, and I think I can safely say that I pretty much know the workarounds in order to become an effective sniper, starting from crosshair placement, positioning, game sense, and of course aim, and many more. I can get the job done if needed, but sometimes we can't help not to miss our shots, especially the easiest ones, even though we just had the perfect warm-up routine to start our grind. If you're looking to improve your snipe starting today, then the timing couldn't have been more perfect, because here are 4 reasons why you keep missing your snipes. Before you watch this video, we recommend you to watch our previous sniper guides, as we won't be delving about crosshair placement today in detail, as we've covered that already in past videos. You mainly want to tackle the main issue, which is why you're missing your shots. First is that you're over or under aiming. Our sensitivity plays a huge role when it comes to hitting our shots, not just in snipers but in every weapon in general. When you watch guides, no matter what game it is, content creators and even pro players will always tell you to fix your sensitivity. How can you fix it? Hop into a training match, but before you do anything else, turn off your aim assist. I'll tell you why later. Define your standard camera sensitivity, open the toolbar menu, and set 3 moving bots with a forward and back movement. Set the distance to medium, and set the speed to high, since most enemies usually run with their knife out unless they're holding angles. Once you're done, try to track the movement of the bots for a solid minute by constantly switching from one target to another whenever they change directions, just like this. If your crosshair looks like this, it means that your sensitivity is too high, so you need to tone it down. If it looks like this, then do the opposite. Continue to adjust your sensitivity by increasing or decreasing it by 3s until you feel that you can consistently change targets without having to constantly adjust your crosshair to center your aim. Next up, set 5 idle bots from a medium distance. You can freely move around this time, and all you have to do is aim down sights, shoot, and switch a target right after. You don't have to be fast by flicking left and right. Take your time and switch targets every after kill. Increase or decrease your sensitivity by 3s if you have to, just like what you did earlier. Once you feel like you're hitting your shots consistently, you can now leave ADSing and start to quickscope your targets while simultaneously strafing and changing targets. Remember to start slow, then gradually speed up to get used to the muscle memory. Once you're comfortable with your sensitivity, feel free to modify your own settings in the toolbar to try various movements and distance to your own liking. Remember, practice makes progress. If you still find yourself missing your snipes even after setting up your perfect sensitivity, your FOV value might be the problem. Just like our camera and sniper sensitivity, our FOV also plays a huge role when it comes to sniping. It's true that FOV is all about personal preference, but when it comes to sniping, it's a different story. FOV value is very simple. The higher FOV is, the wider you'll see. The lower your FOV, the more narrow it'll be. I could go on forever talking about how FOV affects our gameplay, but to not make this video longer than it should be, I already made an in-depth guide about FOV values and how to help you find yours. If you want to check it out, feel free to check in the description below. If you ask me what's the best field of view for snipers, I'd say between 70 to 80. Remember that it's just my own opinion. Some players prefer a lower value like 65, while others like it higher than 80, and it's fine. But if you're seriously looking to improve your snipes, we recommend sticking around 70 to 75 to see enemy models easier and bigger without having to sacrifice too much vision. If you're a passive sniper, you can go below 70, but if you're the type who likes to go all out and rush for the clips, you can go above 80, but you have to keep in mind that your enemies will become smaller and harder to hit. Here's a quick comparison of 65 FOV and 90 FOV side by side. What do you think is the best FOV for snipers? Share your thoughts in the comments below. You might be asking yourself, is aim assist even a big deal when it comes to sniping? Yes, it is, especially when you're hard scoping. If you pay close attention, you will notice your reticle drag towards an enemy if they pass by. When this happens, our aim tends to slow down because of the aim assist adjustment, which ruins our pure aim. What you can try is to turn off your aim assist. I know this sounds counterproductive, but hear me out. While aim assist is designed to help players, especially those who are new to the FPS genre, we tend to rely too much on aim assist subconsciously, which could slow down or even stop the development of our true mechanical skill. And no, I'm not telling you to completely turn off your aim assist for the rest of your life. Instead, try to practice and improve your accuracy by familiarizing your own settings, like the sensitivity and FOV values that I mentioned earlier, while your aim assist is turned off. Give it a couple of days, and if you think your aim is starting to improve and show its consistency, it might be the best time for you to turn it on again, and trust me, you will be unstoppable. Remember, every pixel counts, and it's way better to be in control of your experience than letting a game feature meant to help new players hold you back. And what might be the last reason is that you might be using the wrong sniper for you. The LW3 Tundra, Locust, and the DLQ-33 are usually the only snipers you will see in the higher rank lobbies. You might occasionally encounter players using the HDR, Koshka, and the XPR. You can actually use any sniper that you want, but some players tend to play better with Sniper A over Sniper B. I don't know how to explain this, but it could be a placebo effect or just their own personal comfort, so let me help you out. The number one sniper we highly recommend using in ranked, no matter what your playstyle is, of course the LW3 Tundra. It has the fastest fire interval among the bolt action sniper rifles, and has the best flinch resistance if built right. It has slightly smaller scope than the rest, so it might feel a bit weird at first, but I won't consider this a downside at all. If you prefer to take things slow and strike when the moment is right, the HDR and the Rytec might be your best choice. The HDR can one-shot everywhere in the body up in its first range, has great wallbang penetration, and a low hit flinch. Just keep in mind that this sniper leans towards more on the slower mobility side, so if you're not a fan of that, then you can use the Rytec AMR. The Rytec is slightly similar to the HDR in terms of mobility, but what makes this weapon different from the HDR is its 3 times faster fire rate. It may not have the one-shot capability and hit flinch resistance that the HDR has, but thanks to its slightly faster handling and fire rate, the Rytec AMR is a more reliable sniper when it comes to respawn sniping. Here are the builds for the LW3 Tundra, HDR, and Rytec AMR. Once you get your sniper aim right, you need to get your sniper movement down, and you can learn about that right here.